"Are you sure you've had enough, Gilbert?" said Mother, her French accent skipping the T from the end of my name. A forkful of meat hovered above the joint. "Quite enough, maman," I said. "Zut alors, this it," she said. Chestnut ringlets sprang out from where she'd combed her hair straight from a middle parting. She lifted her heavier curls at the back and fanned her neck with her hand. I sympathised. I had the same curls as she did, and they clung hot to my head. Maman seemed in no great hurry, but for me Sunday lunch seemed to last forever. It was hardly the weather for roasted meat, but Hugh Hartwell, who happened also to be my Latin master, had taken to delivering a ridiculously huge joint every Sunday morning. Unfortunately for me, he'd also taken to delivering himself to help us eat it. Master Hartwell had to be about the only person in London not bothered by the heat. He had a long face, some might call handsome, and wore his wavy pale hair brushed across his ample forehead. He reminded me of an amiable horse that was a little too proud of itself. "Plaustrum arcesser non possum," said Hartwell, tapping his spoon against the table with each word. He was speaking Latin again, and I tried not to roll my eyes. Of course, I could translate perfectly well, and I didn't need him to call me a cart. "No, thank you, sir," I said, same as I always did. I knew Hartwell wanted me to reply in Latin, but lately I had been stubbornly refusing. The fact I spoke French often with Mother, and Latin was similar, meant I was probably his best student, but his praise was so tiresome. Every Sunday of summer he'd walked us back from church and stayed for dinner. Every week. Surely Maman could see what a bore he was. "We'll have to start you on Greek soon, young scholar," said Hartwell. "The language of Pythagoras, and of course, the Greek myths." "Oh, Hugh," said Maman, flicking him playfully with a cloth. "Not everyone wishes to devour languages as you do. Let the boy be." When the meal was finally over, Mother wrapped the rest of the joint in linen for me to carry in my satchel. There was always plenty of leftover meat for me to take to my grandparents on Pudding Lane, and invariably I would stay the night there. Hugh Hartwell patted the case of his loot in a way I found almost threatening, but Maman was smiling with her eyes at him, and I hadn't seen that expression since the plague took father. I wasn't sure whether I loved or hated her happiness around my Latin master, but the feeling was too strong to be anything in between.